Expect to see more cops wearing body cameras. As the procurement of body-worn cameras continues on a phased basis, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF has announced that members of the public can expect to see more and more of them on police personnel across the country, particularly those engaged in public interaction. This can help to de-escalate potentially volatile situations and foster positive relationships between the police and the community they serve, the force announced on social media on Saturday. The presence of a camera serves as a visual reminder that actions are being recorded, encouraging both officers and civilians to act in accordance with established protocols and guidelines, it continued. In an effort to enhance transparency and accountability within the constabulary, the Commissioner of Police emphasizes that members use their body-worn cameras. Wearing a body camera not only befits the officer, but also enhances public trust in law enforcement. In April 2003, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang said another 1,000 body-worn cameras would be procured for members of the JCF during the 2023-2024 fiscal year. Making his contribution to the 2023-2024 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives, Dr. Chang said 400 cameras had already been deployed. We see the body cameras not as a challenge for the police force, but as a means of ensuring that the police officers will have the second eye that will relieve a lot of our police officers from false accusations. It's a protective mechanism, he explained. Dr. Chang said the current police uniform support wearing the body cameras. A body-worn camera is a wearable audio, video, and photographic recording system used to document images of activities between police and the public. Cruise line unable to dock in Port Antonio. The Seabourn Crest has been at bay in the Port Antonio West and East Harbors from 8 a.m. on Monday as JUTA operators lay anchor awaiting its docking. Reporters understand that the cruise should have docked from 8 a.m., but due to the choppy sea, it has not been able to dock. The cruise line was at the entrance of the Errol Flynn Marina, West Harbor, near Navy Island, then moved to the East Harbor, near the Titchfield Peninsula, awaiting improved weather. It was still at the East Harbor at the time of reporting just after noon. Shotgun seized in Sandy Bay, Clarendon. Police assigned to the mapping operation support team seized a firearm and one cartridge during an intelligence-led operation in Oaks Pen, Rosewell, Sandy Bay in Clarendon on Monday. About 12:20 p.m., lawmen acted on information and carried out a search of an unused chicken coop, and a 12-card shotgun and one cartridge was recovered. No arrest has been made, but the police say the investigations are continuing. Sound system giant Jimmy Solar has died. James "Jimmy" Solar Howard, a top promoter in Western Kingston, who hosted all the major sounds for the last 6 decades, died at home on December 28. He was 80. From spilling vent on his legendary music disco to the heart of Kingston, to shaping the nation's musical landscape, Jimmy Solar's name is synonymous with innovation, vibrancy, and an unrelenting passion for Jamaican culture, a press release stated. For decades, music fans grove to playlists meticulously created by Jimmy Solar and his crew, including sons Dennis and Roderick and daughter Novlet. A pioneer of the round-robin movement, which is now a cultural phenomenon, with his son Dennis, he introduced corporate sponsorship and traditional partner scheme to the practice. In the 1970s, he became the president of the First Sound System Association. His vision extended to the national stage, where he orchestrated the participation of sound system in the independence celebrations. He actively assisted in the development of numerous sound systems by giving them the need break to develop a fan base through playing for Jazz Hunt and his many dances and sessions. His collaboration with the Jamaican Cultural Development Commission further cemented his legacy, seeing him involved in festival song and popular song competitions as a trusted educator and live show producer. For his contribution to South System culture and Jamaican popular music, he was honored with the Tribute to the Great Award and the Stone Love Movement awarded him for his outstanding contribution to the development of sound system. Cops give woman Tuesday noon deadline to come in. The Trelawney police have given Sylvia Montague Brown until noon on Tuesday to turn herself in as they continue investigation into her husband's death. Her brother, 60-year-old Gardner Leslie Judge Montague, was on Monday charged with murder in relation to the killing. We have moved from the person of interest to a suspect. We expect her to bring herself into the police, commander of the Trelawney Police Division, Senior Superintendent Winston Milton told reporters on Monday. Sylvia has not been seen since residents discovered the lifeless, blood-drenched body of her 59-year-old fisherman, David Brown, in bushes, close to their matrimonial home on Saturday morning. The body, which had multiple wounds, was wrapped in a white bed sheet. It was discovered on a sheet of things close to the couple's house. DSP Milton said that Brown was engaged in a domestic dispute on Friday night. Threats were allegedly made during the facets, and Sylvia reported the incident to the police. Cops visited the couple's home in an effort to quell the disturbance. However, sometime after 7 Saturday morning, the police were again contacted by residents who reportedly heard a commotion coming from the couple's home. Neighbors said that the Browns frequently fought. Like much of the country, the parish has seen its fair share of domestic disputes that have led to the loss of life. For example, in the first quarter of last year, the Trelawney police charged Anthony Finley, also known as Boy Blue and the body man of Clarkstown, with the shooting death of 2-year-old Jerome Campbell. That's after they responded to a shooting in Mackillop District, Clarkstown, about 8 p.m. on Sunday, March 12. Investigations reveal that Finley and a female cousin were embroiled in a conflict. Finley reportedly left the scene and returned with a firearm, which was used to fire open shot at his cousin, who was seated in a Honda motor car. It was reported that the bullet missed the intended target and hit the 2-year-old boy, who was seated in the rear of the car. He was rushed to the Falmouth Public General Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Finley fled the scene but was subsequently nabbed by lawmen during a stop-and-search operation in the parish. During a community meeting that following the grisly murder, both DSP Milton and Member of Parliament for Trelawney Northern, Tovia Hamilton, appealed to residents to desist from using violence to settle domestic disputes. David Brown's killing pushed Trelawney murder tally to 24 for 2023, 7 fewer than the 31 reported in the end of 2022. JTA wants school boards to take decisive action against unruly students. The Jamaica Teachers Association says in 2024, it will be pressing for school boards to take speedy and decisive action against unruly students who continually exhibit behavioral issues. The island's teachers and school administrators have been lobbying with the Ministry of Education to implement tougher measures to deal with violent students, such as placing them in specialized institutions. Speaking to reporters, JTA President Leighton Johnson argued that school boards also have a role to play to ensure safety and security in schools, especially those with a higher propensity of violence by students. There has to be sustained levels of interministerial interventions in these schools. We also continue to maintain that boards of management must act decisively in ensuring that stakeholders of the various institutions are confident that teaching and learning will take place in environments that are conducive and safe for these activities to take place, he argued. Mr. Johnson added that the JTA will be lobbying for more social workers to be deployed in schools to help to deal with students displaying antisocial behavior. These social workers will assist in addressing some of the issues that our students present with. These social workers will also be in a position to assist or complement the guidance program and the guidance counselors in many regards during the home visit, during community interventions. These are things that are really needed, and these interventions will assist schools in ensuring that they can operate in a safe space, he suggested. Government opposition paid tribute to late tourism stalwart Robert Hendricks. The government and opposition have paid tribute to the late tourism stalwart Robert Hendricks, who passed away in his St. James home on Friday after a brief illness. The late 75-year-old tour operator was the owner of Caribbean World Enterprises, a destination management company in St. James. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett described Hendricks as one of the pillars of Jamaica's post-independence tourism industry. Robert was one of those notable Jamaicans who had an abiding faith in his country and was a firm believer in the contribution tourism could make to its development and the economic life of the people, said Bartlett. The tourism minister noted that Hendricks' contributions to tourism cumulatively spanned over 40 years and that he was a trailblazer in all aspects of the world. Robert Hendricks was a firm believer in Jamaicans owning a share of tourism pie and being involved at a senior management levels. He demonstrated this as an entrepreneur in the tours, ground transportation and entertainment subsections of the industry, Bartlett noted. Opposition spokesperson of tourism, Senator Janice Allen, also paid tribute to Hendricks. I am deeply saddened and shocked to learn of Robert Hendricks' passing. Robert, so well known in the industry, specifically within the transportation sector, contributed significantly to our tourism products, Allen stated. As we reflect on his remarkable journey with Lollipop on the Beach and numerous other tourism contributions, Robert has an enduring legacy that will extend far beyond his lifetime. During this difficult time, as our thoughts and heartfelt condolences goes out to the family and friends and colleagues, Allen said in a statement. Hendricks started out as the owner of Lollipop on the Beach in Sandy Bay, Hanover, and then went on to set up Caribbean World Enterprises in St. James. His entrepreneurial spirit saw him partnering in the establishment of Aquasol Beach Complex and then joining ground and tour operating company Tropical Tours in sales and marketing. Hendricks played key roles in several enterprises, displaying his skills as natural salesman. He actually revolutionized marketing and sales, pioneering the introduction of tour guides and opening up thinking to different levels of marketing concepts that have been emulated by others in the tourism industry, a release from the Minister of Tourism quoted Bartlett as saying, "Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates."